Okay, everything's lined up. All right, no doubt. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Like you don't even realize how much setup and like now I know why Kai Cenat and them high, streamers, they have like a entourage of like a lot of folk, editing, sound cues, making sure the lighting is good, everything is perpendicular to the square. So yeah, man. Yo, yeah, 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 yeah. So I got the joint where it matches my sound. You see that? You see in the glasses? What up, y'all? So we went to Dollar Tree, and it's not Dollar Tree no more. It's a dollar. It's $2 tree. Dollar Tree is $2 tree. So we copped a couple of things, y'all. We bought another plant. You got to peep it. Add in. Look at this beautiful little cactus. We're adding to the. So Sotomo has a friend now. He got his little sister. You want to see the sister? He got the little sister right here. And y'all, if you touch this, it feels like rubber. It's very strange plants. I love plants. But yeah, man. About to like the Elski. Talk to me. I know a lot of everybody's in school right now. Classes in session. People are educating themselves. You got people working. Then you got some people that just don't do shit. You know what I mean? And then complain and get mad at life. Those are the people we got to worry about, y'all. People that think that a briefcase of money's supposed to pop in front of their crib. What up, everybody? How y'all doing? I do the 5 minute mark, so I'm gonna choke a little bit. You know what I'm saying? What up, y'all? How y'all doing? All I'm gonna say is shout out to Juju. I love you too, Poppy. Y'all need to listen to Jewel Santana, Daddy, and Little Boy Fresh. Yeah, Chris. What up, Chris? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. What up, y'all? Thumbs up. Let's light this room up. You know how we doing. Seahawks gonna get that W at the Super Bowl. Shout out to all of y'all. In fact, here's some hearts because I love that 17 number. Boom. Shout out to everybody. What up, Christy? How you doing? I hope everything good. You and the fan band. Do your thing, mama. What up, folk? How everybody doing? We chilling? Engaging with the engagement. I hope everybody doing good. Y'all want to flip the hat? Look at the NY NY. So yeah, man, life's been good. Been chilling. Just got back from. I'm gonna call it $2 tree instead of Dollar Tree. That shit is out of control. Yo, we motherfucking went to McDonald's. Yo, they changed the joint again. The shit used to be first of all, it's $5 in New York. It's $6 over here. But for $6, you got a little coffee, soda, a hash brown, and a little, joint. Shit is 7.99 now. They jumped up again, $3. And then want to always ask me, do you want to donate to McDonald's? When he gonna donate to me? One of these companies gonna donate to us. We've been donating for so many years. They don't have a cure for cancer. All these diseases is what running rampant. They got a new one that's out in India that's passed through like COVID, but deadlier, of course. Like how we went 30 years with the flu being the craziest shit, and now every fucking year there's a new virus trying to kill us. These niggas is making them joints in labs and trying to, you know, fuck with the population, man. One minute they like, yo, the population is out of control. Then the next minute they're like, nobody's making babies. Make up your minds. Y'all play too many mind games, man. Now they release the Epstein files, and now you find Pusha T and Jay Z name on there. You look like Taylor Swift's kitty cat. I appreciate you, Jakusu. Damn, if I was, I'd be a rich little kitty cat. What? Taylor Swift is, I think, in the billies, right? She fucking with old boy still, the tight end. Jakusu, she still fucking with that tight end nigga? Talk to me. Shout out to Taylor Swift. That's all I'm gonna say. A lot of folk be, I don't know, sexist, racist. I don't know what they be, but yo, artistry is amazing. If you got it, you got the skills. Yo, she be and she deliver. It's not like she don't deliver. You know what I mean? But shout out to Swift, man. Shout out to the Swifties out there. Stop smoking, Jason. You right, man. You ain't lying about that one, Bricko. I appreciate you. What up, yo, Nene? What up, man? How you doing, girl? I hope everybody chilling. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the subscriptions. Thanks for all the love, y'all. Here, here's some hearts for y'all. A lot of people don't do these things. They be looking on the corner for their hearts. They little thing. Nah, here, that's y'all right there. Hold that. What up, Nene? Yo, Che Guy, what up? But yeah, yo, if you don't know the reflection on my glasses, I got a little cool little setup. I'm trying to do this a little bit more. But what up, Che? Got the warm milk? How you doing, bro? Hope everybody doing good. I also got the Ray-Ban Meta Generation 2s. So you might be like, why he got the glasses on? I'm utilizing the microphone on these. So I found out that it's a little bit more, you can hear me a little bit better. And it zones out my atmosphere. So it's basically just like me. You know what I mean? But what up, everybody? I'm glad you're doing good, pa. My grandma died because of smoking. Yo, these damn things, man. Just for you, I'm gonna calm it down for a little bit. I got you, Jay. Yeah, man. Chill out with the smoking. Um, yo, you know what's wild? Yo, my generation, they used to smoke in restaurants, airplanes, hospitals. Name the place. They were smoking indoors. In fact, they had ashtrays everywhere, right? No, I don't vape. I don't do the vaping. That it scares me. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, being young, people always smoking. I think I caught the second hand and at 28, 29, started smoking, Newports. I know I'm a late bloomer on a lot of things, you know what I mean? You should never vape. I appreciate you, Swift. Never, never, never. How was your day? Yo, everything doing good, especially now that y'all here. I promise you. Yeah, yeah, Nene. Chilling in the bar. Hope everything was copacetic. I hope men approached you properly. And yeah, we gotta respect our ladies out there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody enjoying life. That's one thing I try to, send a message to is just enjoy life, man. We can't take this shit serious. We can't let the internet dictate our life. If the internet say employment is shitty or like there's no jobs, don't listen to it. Go do you. You know what I mean? Because I think that's the trick bag. It's tricking people not to be doing. Yo, I wonder how many Nobel Prize like scientists that could have been just gave up on life and we don't get to or got murdered. You know what I mean? So try to tap into what makes you happy, and also everybody has a skill. Everybody has some type of something to offer the world. You know what I'm saying? I promise you. Where you from? Brooklyn, New York, native, East New York, born and raised, 470 Blake Avenue. I'm in the West Coast right now. You know what I'm saying? Got married happily, so I'm chilling with baby girl, my wife, and I'm living. You know what I'm saying? The happiest I ever been. I got a beautiful son. He's doing amazing. He's in college. He's upstate New York. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing more I can ask for but just my breath. You know what I mean? A lot of folk be, you know, everybody needs something. I just need breath, man. I need another day, God. Thank you for the days. You know what I mean? We gotta appreciate them days, yo. I know things could seem down a lot of times, especially now, inflation, shrinkflation, all this inflation shit is like it's very hard nowadays to live, you know what I mean, with your head up. So shout out to y'all for just being survivors. We're not giving ourselves flowers for just being survivors. Yo, when 40 years go by and we telling the kids, y'all don't understand. Cornflake was almost $10. You know what I'm saying? Like eggs was $20. Niggas fought over toilet paper during COVID. So shout out to us. You know what I mean? Being survivors and being in this game long. You heard? And looking the way we look. Fuck out of here. You heard? Look at the wavies, yo. Ah, ah, ah. Yo, shout out to y'all one more time. Without y'all, there ain't no Zay. Random to your Spanky. Exactly. I was at the bar. Okay, what are you going to do after the live? I'm gonna just chill, man. Probably watch. So I put on Attack on Titan. It's an anime, and I only watched maybe 7 episodes. So now I'm actually watching all the seasons with my wife, and it's actually dope. It's a dope show, and I think there's a deeper message. You know what I mean? Like I think the Giants are like America, and every time, whatever, it's a deep thing, right? I'll be 55, good, easy living. Nene, I'm telling you, and there's a trick bag about I always tell you words are very powerful, spells and numbers. There's something about numbers. Time is a weird delusion. I don't think people are what the age is, you know what I mean? Shout out to there's a dude. If you type in oldest man 140, you're gonna see this old man. He looked like a skeleton. But yeah, after the live, I'm just gonna watch some Attack on Titan. She's gonna go to work, and then I'm gonna try to do another another stream for y'all later. I got this new game on my VR. It's based on the Stone Age. I tamed a bear on it. Yo, Jason, that's fucking nuts. Yo, Jay, if you still in here, subscribe to me, man. Shout out to VR. I got the Quest 2. I was one of the first to buy a development kit. It was just Oculus at the time. It wasn't Meta. It was called Oculus. And I bought into this thing. It was 480p, and it was mainly for developers to make games for it. But shout out to VR, man. Shout out to one of my favorite games was I really enjoyed painting, fishing, and chat VR. I think there was this thing where you could be like, yo, you could put any costume on and look in the mirror and you look like, you know what I'm saying? Like a bear or some shit. And you could go watch movies with people, play games with people. One of the coolest VR chat, I think it was called. Right. Yeah, I did. I love this stream. I appreciate you, Jason. Thanks for the subscription. Thanks for the thumbs up. And thanks for being you. You heard? But yeah, Ned, you know what I mean? That number shit is wild, man. And I feel amazing. Drink water too, please, everybody. Drink your water. Do your due diligence, man. That water is very important for our bodies, man. We've been substituting it for Coca-Cola, sodas. I know it tastes better, but that water is just it just helps with the skin, with a whole lot of stuff. And yeah, man, fruits. Try to do your fruit thing too, man. I always would tell this story. So there was a couple that went to, let's just say Brazil. They were just traveling, right? Um, they forgot their toothbrush, toothpaste. They were out there for years. They come back to the States, and the dentist is like, damn, your teeth are amazing. What have you been doing? And they're like, yo, we don't brush our teeth. All we do is eat fruit, and supposedly the fruit has vitamins. That's why I always used to say this. How come when they find skeletons, the skeleton has all his teeth, right? And this is back then. We're talking about, Romans or so how and I always thought that there's something in the water, and I don't think we're supposed to be doing, with the chemical. I don't know. So be careful, do your due diligence. But long story short, this couple was just eating fruit and they had strong ass teeth. So that bugged me out. You know what I mean? I hope you have a great day and night. Yo, I appreciate you, Che. I hope you have a great one too. Happy 2026. Mr. Jeff Epstein in the building. Damn, B. Yo, why everybody was going to your island, son? Now let me stop. But yo, that's another thing. You realize how, you be like, how come I'm not rich? How come? Because you got to have a weird brain. Them them rich dudes were going to an island and messing with underage kids, allegedly. And it's like, yo, wait a minute. You can have any person in the world, but you over here trying to groom and fuck. Because the youth, yo, I always remember this. A priest said, if I have your kid at the age of 5 or 6, I have them forever. And what does that mean? The absorption rate of a kid. So at that age, 5, 6, you absorbing everything. You believe in everything. Nigga, I believe in Santa until I was 13. And I lived in an apartment. They told me he was coming through the fire escape. Yo, my parents said he was coming through the fire escape and sneaking through the window underneath the the gate. Yo, shout out to Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. You know what I mean? Like the old saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, which is true. That's a fact, man. Fruits are very important. And in my day, they used to have this thing, a chart. It used to have like milk, fruit, milk, meat, And you know what I'm saying? It was like a thing of things you should be consuming. Now we're so much into our dietary vitamins, what's that shit that damn builders be taking it. It's like it builds you with water. Long story short, there's so many things that like I be telling myself, how come my grandfather that lived to almost 85, who they wasn't there was no mental illness, there was no uh go to the gym, there was none of this, but he lived like they live longer because I think they're tricking us, y'all. First of all, I think the gym is a trick bag. Overexerting yourself, doing the same thing over and over is a no-no. Yes, you're bulking up. That's what happens. But to what degree? Your bones, ligaments, tendons cannot take that constant movement. It's just like a rubber band. You guys have ever got a rubber band from the mail, and in the beginning it's strong, but the more you keep ding ding, what happens to the rubber band? Isn't it like wiggly? It's like yeah, I remember the chart. Yeah, that chart was, that shit was important, man. They tricked us with the DARE program. You know, they were introducing us to drugs that we had no mind, but since your minds are young, you absorb a lot. That's why I don't like TikTok and the internet, because these young kids are absorbing things, thinking that this is the way life is, and they're going accordingly. And it's not our fault, but you know, this internet situation. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody. Random. We outside. Super Bowl 60 coming up. Seahawks against the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? What teams you got? Shout out to everybody joining me right now. The chit chat is fire. You know what I mean? I appreciate it, everybody. I really do. From my heart to y'all's. You could tell too. Real recognize real. That that's another joint that stuck with me. And look at this ring, y'all. You see the stones? I'm big on energy, man. And that happened at like 40. 40, I got my first little joint, my little, you know what I'm saying? I think I got this one. But energy is mad truthful, is mad important. The people you're around. I noticed that somebody told me, yo, you ever hung out with somebody and it felt like you just did it, you did a 9 to 5, and then other times you chill with other people and you have a glorious time? Yes, that's energy. Incubus, succubus. You got people that may seem like your peoples, but all they're doing is taking your swag, your energy, and sometimes asking for your dinero. But be careful, y'all. Not everybody that say hi and bye is a good person. You heard? Last year I went to the Dolphin Island, and when we were coming back to the Ripley, we went to a place where could hold them and feed the big ones. That's fire, Jay. That's amazing, B. That's amazing, man. And that's another thing. Yo, if your parents like to travel, don't be yo, go. Leave the tablet in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Just go, enjoy. And I know it's hard when you're younger. That's why I don't understand. Like, man, ma, you should take me when I'm older, but it is what it is. But I guess it's cheaper. You know what I'm saying? But put your crystals in the sun. It keeps the energy strong. I appreciate you, Nene. I appreciate you. I'm doing my plant thing. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Let me try to maneuver this so you can see. I'm trying to do my plant thing. You know what I'm saying? Look at the new guy I just added. So I got that guy right there. I just added this bad boy, little cacti, and then I got his little sister over there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm big with nature, man. And yes, it took me a lot of years. I thought the streets was the way to go. I thought selling drugs, I thought all that shit was cool, man. They really brainwashed us to making us think it was cool. You know what I mean? But we should have learned when Tupac and Big died how finite life is, though. Remember, they were cool. They were really cool peoples. Remember, Pac was born in Brooklyn. Them niggas really knew each other before the rap joint. But the media, money, you know what I'm saying, make people get crazy in the head, man. But I appreciate that little, you know what I'm saying, that information about putting crystals. Energy is very resourceful, y'all. They finding out that crystals hold memory, bro. That's the media and the rap BS. Yup, that rap BS killed us, man. And I always there's one thing I loved about the 90s besides, yeah, they had gangster, but yo, the R&B was beautiful when we grew up. Mary J. Blige, Tony Braxton, Young Chris, Usher, MJ still, R. Kelly. Ooh, random. I'm from Australia. What up, Sonny? What up, Sony? Mackenzie, how you doing? I hope everything good out there, down under. You know what I mean? Shrimp on the barbie. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? One day I'm gonna go. My wife has family in New Zealand, and I believe Australia. But shout out to Australia, man. Um, very, very unique culture and history in Australia, by the way, y'all. A lot of old stuff is going on there, and a lot of the natives pass their tradition verbally, not written. So that's another amazing thing. My friend brother used to have a cactus. I think it got me. Damn, Jay. I love old music, but more into rock. Yeah. Shout out to Nirvana. You know what I'm saying? Limp Bizkit. Actually, nah. Let me not even. But Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Metallica. I even go Eagles, Elton John, Billy Joel, throw me. Give me some Aerosmith. Give me some Rolling Stones. You know what I mean? Music. You know why they could sell concerts constantly? Because they have timeless music, not shit that you regurgitate and poop it out and you on to the next song. They had music. Music was made from artistry. It was made from the heart. You know, 19. What? Shout out to Robert Plant. If y'all don't know, damn, that's litty. That's another thing, man. You got to understand why the older folk are a little bit rubbed off because our memory game is so beautiful. We remember so many cool. You could go to parties and then not get shot up. You could go take your kids to a park and nobody got robbed or some stupid shit. You could go somewhere and then not just be flooded with all this negativity. You understand me? So that's why some of us are still nice people now because it's like we remember a time where it was. What up, Vixen? How y'all doing? Jason, shout out to you, man. Shout out to Nene. You know, shout out to everybody. Mackenzie, thanks for rocking with me from Australia. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, life is what you make it, y'all. And if you want to be bitter, miserable, trust me, misery loves company. Always understand that. And remember, sometimes when you got money, you realize, oh, I got a lot of friends. Be careful of that one too. The only thing we had to worry about was weirdos stealing kids. That's a factory. That's a fact. But yo, a beautiful thing. Used to see groups of kids back then on bikes, rollerblades. Nigga, we used to have rollerblades. Like we used to have. What up, y'all? Yo, all I'm saying is childhood. Jason, have a great one, man. Thank you for rocking with the kid. I appreciate your support. You have a great day. You and the family. Thank you. Happy 2026, man. Remain in good energy, Jay. Stay in good energy, pa. If you don't like snakes, deadly spiders, I would reconsider. I saw King Brown yesterday outside work. Yo, Mackenzie. No problem, Jay. You ain't lying, man. There's a lot of yo, Jay, you have a great one. Let me just give you that heart real quick. But you ain't lying, man. There's a lot of creatures on this earth that are one bite, one kill. You know what I mean? But I'm a firm believer that a lot of us are working in their kitchen. We thought we could just plant houses everywhere. We thought we could just, build something over a lake or something. We destroy so many ecosystems. And I'm not saying I'm happy that, people get attacked, but it's like, yo, I think the animals are fed up too. The world is fed up. That's why the weather is more extreme. And animals are like, can we, can we just relax without you trying to kill me for my fur or use me for some, experiment? Like, can we chill? But shout out to animals, man. I got bit by a brown recluse. Ooh, yo, you know what's funny though? Not funny, but you know what I mean. That's New York talk. But yo, spiders are the yo. You know why I have arachnophobia? Because they're sneaky. They you don't fit they, and then you have this blemish that just painful and then gets bigger, and then if you don't go take care of it, your skin starts dying around it. It's a scary thing. But yeah, man, I saw that movie Arachnophobia when I was little, and I said, "Oh hell, I'll play with a tiger before I play with a spider." My boy, I'm in this shit. I just Anthony, what up? Yeah, Bob. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you, man. Always, always, always. I know that 4583. What up, Bob? How you doing, man? Hope everybody doing good. Damn, mommy. Damn, I'm glad you still alive. You know what I mean? Shout out to Nene for, what I'm saying? Once again, this I'm gonna name this shit being a survivor, man. People don't understand, man. We used to literally drink water out the hose, just open the hydrant, and that was our pool. You know what I'm saying? I know I was born here, but we do beautiful kangaroos. No problem in it. Yo, tell me that video of the kangaroo. Like Shane Gillis did a joke about it, but the way he did the kangaroo was mad real. But yo, kangaroos are cot diesel, and I love. My mom used to call me Joey, but when a kangaroo is in the sack or a baby, they call it a Joey. So shout out to kangaroos, man. Can we stop harming animals, man? Can we not litter anymore? Can we just, little things pick up after ourselves? Keep a bag in your car and let it be the garbage bag. Keep a, you know what I'm saying? Just little things like that, man. Let's just help out. Like I don't like people that shit where they eat, man. This is where you sleep. This is where you lay. This is where the kids play. Why you want it dirty? You know what I mean? Look at this beautiful background. You heard? That's a cypress tree. Did you see that big one? Beautiful blue skies, everybody. Beautiful blue skies. Let me not even smoke this out. Let me just smoke a little stogie. But yeah, man, kangaroos are dope as hell. I live in the countryside in Australia and I have a few kangaroos at the back. They're cute, but can kick hard. Yes, they can, Sonny. Yo, but it's a beautiful thing, man. This generation doesn't give a fuck like we did. Yeah, like we do. I don't know why though. I don't know why we like they gave up on it, man. Yeah, we can't give up, y'all. We already know it's a rat race. We already knew it was us against them. We knew that. We knew. We were just happy with the pennies. We all we was like, don't bother us, and they're starting to bother us. That's why I'm getting a little bit angry. You know what I'm saying? Before it was like my mom's. In fact, my pops just went to work and controlled the whole castle. Right? Only one person worked. Now you need your moms, your pops. You gotta work. It's just like they trying to really, and I know what they're doing. When you go to work, what happens after work? You tired, right? You don't got no more energy to really fight this system. Other countries, yo, France, you know, the Egyptian springs. Remember that when Egypt wilded out? Yo, we gotta wild out, man. And our wild out is corny. Stop looting stores. Stop. That's goofy shit. Cause all you gonna have is items in your crib that all we do is have junk in our houses, y'all. We got too much, man. Too much. Real, real as fuck. It's gonna be a nice 25 degree. It's a great day. That's a factory, Ant. That's a fact. I have to work 4 days a week. Yo, continue that grind, pa. Yo, I know it's four. It's still just do your thing, man. Bro, my house clean. That's on you. Hers. You know what I mean? My shit is immaculate. Hold on, yo. You want to peep game? I just got one room that's not even to do a little house tour. But yeah, you got me, Herbs. So I got the that's the TV right there, but I got the Young Thug. I got my beautiful thing just empty in here. And this is my beautiful wife, y'all. This is the energy she's messing with. Look at this, y'all. You see that crystal? I'm gonna put that in the sun now, Nanette. What up, Herbs? I fuck with you too, pa. You one of them ones, Herbs. You one of them guys, man. Trust me. But look at this beautifulness, y'all. Look at the spheres. I try not to touch none of her stuff. Yeah, there was Minnie Mouse ears. But yeah, man. I'm very big in energy. I'm very big in like having the right people around you. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, Nene. And that's another thing, man. As men, I understand you young, your hormones. That's an excuse, though. You heard? Yo, if you lay with somebody and you calling her that your girlfriend or wife or fiance, we gotta uphold it. And yes, I know they break our balls, my nigga. Yes, but you can't let it get. They just testing you, man. They want a man that's just gonna be a man. So we can't be tapping into our emotional. We can't hit them. We can't argue. Just walk out. You know what I'm saying? Come back when the steam is settled and knock the back. Like do the right thing. We can't argue. What's up, Jay? Welcome back. But yeah, Nana, she's a beautiful soul, man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people gamble. Why gamble on a relationship? If everything is going good, what's a 20-minute, half hour lay with somebody going to complete? Like, it's actually going to fuck shit up. You know what I'm saying? Money ain't solving a lot of shit, man. And we see that. We see that. How many celebrities and sports players are talking about, yo, I got 100 million and I'm broke. Wait, hold on. You said 100 million random and you broke? The fuck going on? Exactly. Got rid of all my friends. I used to give them free eagle tickets and limousines. You see what I mean? It's like, yo, you just like, yo, look, I'm in a good spot. I want everybody to enjoy life, right? But people and think they got the entitlement. They got this weird you owe me thing because I was with you or something. Yo, look, I'm doing nice. If not, it's over. You know, you gotta like my baby girl said, you gotta have an immaculate cutoff game. You heard? Yeah, Anthony. I told you, pa. I caught these on Facebook Marketplace for 2 bills, y'all. Generation two, and because I got the big nostril game, I'm so happy they were the big joints. You know what I'm saying? You know the little ones. Yo, look at the beak, y'all. Shout out to the beak. Shout out to anybody that got a beacon. I got a beacon, y'all. But yo, when you happy in your body and your own skin, you could joke. You could, you know what I'm saying? Life is supposed to be enjoyed, man. We gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? That's a factory, man. Ratons in the east. Right now, I'm in the west, though. So thank God. Fuck yeah, good shit, brother. I appreciate you, Anthony. They worth it. Yeah. Let me tell you. So, I was looking into microphones, and I found out that this has a 5 mic system, and it obviously you hear me, right? Sounds pretty good, right? 5,000 birthday parties, and they barely bought gifts. That's another thing. I told like, yo, your birthday passed. Who got you gifts? Who just said happy born day, right? That's a fact. I'm learning it, Anthony. But shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. But yeah, Nene, 71, that's is bugged out. What up, William? Oh, let me read William joint. Sunglass, you said you paid 2 bills. I paid 5 grand. No, I paid 200. Yeah. But shout out to you, man. William, subscribe to me. So send me a picture. I want to see them joints, man. But shout out to you, William. You know what I'm saying? I know people might have read that as like bragging and shit, but shout out to you, man. If you could do it, do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for you, pa. I did 10-year bid straight, so I learned to appreciate every day of freedom and take advantage of the smaller things in life. Herbs, yes, my G. Shout out to you. Shout out to your freedom. I'm glad you home. Um, I'm super glad you home. Hold his heart, man. You a real one. You heard? And never let anybody tell you other, man. A lot of people be. There's always them jokers that always got something to say. What's your favorite hobby? Favorite hobby? I like puzzles, fishing, and I like peace, reading books. You know what I mean? I got into a lot of Viking lore. Congratulations at Herbs. That's a factory. What up, William? I live in Massachusetts, man. Used to live in California. It's snowing like hell out here. That's a fact. So yeah, my dad's brother used to live in Boston, Massachusetts. And back in the days, I couldn't say that word. I couldn't spell it. You know what I mean? When you're younger. But shout out to Boston. It's very cold out there. Massachusetts is cold as it's cold as ice. But what up, Zay Dollar? What up, Black? Yo, Black T. What up, fuck? Thought I forgot you, my Jay-Z. What up, Black? How you, man? Hope everything going good. I know you working, you kicking ass, you always busy. Handle yours. But I appreciate your time, your support, wholeness. You know what I mean? Yeah, I appreciate you too, Herbs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Herbs. Everybody shout out to, welcome home. I know it could have been years, months, whatever, but we glad you here, man. We glad you with us, you know what I'm saying? And appreciate every breath, y'all. Don't let it just be a sound or a frequency. Really live this, you know what I mean? I'm telling y'all, good things come with it. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes they got a lot of sayings, the good finish last or the good die young. That's just, yo, they just trying to confuse us. The good are really good folk. Just be good. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. That's dope as hell. I used to have a dude that used to have the board and he used to like paint each soldier. And yeah, man, a lot of people are into the Civil War. A lot of like, I was always fascinated into wars from World War One, Civil, Spanish, Vietnam, Iraqi, like just various wars. And in the beginning, it used to be a financial thing. Yeah, it makes people get jobs. But now it's more like a conquering. I don't know. It's just we got to start with war. I thought we were grown up. Like as long as you go forward in life, not backwards. That's a fact. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate everybody right now. And this is what I mean. We have a dope conversations. Everything is vibing. Everybody doing good. 11-11 for my baby girl. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta love life, man. Appreciate every moment. You know. and work on yourself, and then live your own world, live your own clock. We gotta like keeping up with the Joneses and everybody like I don't know. I appreciate you, Jay. You sound older than you are, though, bro. That's eight is a good number, man. I hope you have, the best life and continue to grow, continue to absorb good energy. Come to my page. I'm telling you, listen to me. I'm gonna guide you. I know your parents are doing a great thing, but a lot of people don't like to school these young kids. You know what I mean? Just keep a steady income and keep improving. That's all, Anthony. That's a factory, man. And don't get greedy. Greediness is what plunders the world, man. You making a good day's ends meet. Why you want an extra $10 so your customer get hurt? You know what I'm saying? We gotta think. Barbershops. Why you think like yo? There's a whole plethora of shit going on right now. Random barbershops. Stop charging $60. I need a lineup, not a fucking a spa. Shout out to everybody, man. Oh, June is a good one too, man. I'm a March. If you I don't know my energy, I'm a fifth. I love the flow. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Pisces. Shout out to all zodiacs, man. I hate how every damn thing is a fucking, you know what I mean? Like, yo, what sport team you like? Yo, do you like up or down? You left or right? It's like, god damn, nigga, who cares? Like, it's my opinion. It's okay. We can all have different opinions. Virgo in the crib. What up, man? Well, my man, what homegirl Nana said, thing is come out of school, make your money, retire early, and that was the whole name of the game. It was try to figure out this world, stack your bread in your early 20s, and then start some entrepreneurship that granted you, you know, autonomy over a boss. You don't want a boss over you. A lot of us don't know, like, you know what it is. A lot of jobs are cool, but that boss, it makes you it a boss over your back will fuck up the whole day, man. Like, I just like sometimes when your boss is somewhere else and you get to do your job. That's what I'm here to do. That's it. You don't gotta fucking, I'm not a kid. You don't gotta tell me I did something wrong. If I did something wrong, teach me how to do it so I don't do it wrong again. That's it. Tranquilo. Shaving my head bald right now. Yeah, Black T. What up, Pop? I would never pay 20 for a cut. Must be out of their mind. Yo, Pop. They talking about I come over your crib for 150. What is you talking about? They forgot that like the human conditioning, we're resilient creatures. So for instance, you're going to charge a lot, people will buy their own tools and line themselves up at the crib now. In fact, people are growing beards anyway and they're locked, so all you need is a shaper. And they got them little cool joints, the gold one. Da da da. You put your oil on it when it's resting, and that's it. Make sure they don't rush, y'all. But damn, barbers are out of their mind. What are you talking about? It's a beautiful day. Like, we understood it for the salon. The girls were getting their hair washed. They were having a conversation. Things were happening. So when a lady's like, yo, at the time it was like 50, 60, not 100. Yeah, we understand it. You doing your hair, it's like a little thing, you know what I'm saying? Once a month, twice a week, whatever. I mean, twice a month. But yo, you charging 40, 50, $60 for a cut. My hair grows in 3, 4 days. What is you doing? A lineup used to be $5, $10 the most. And remember, we used to bless them with tips. So if a lot of women or people don't know, yo, if the cut was 10, we was hitting them with 15, 20 anyway. Shit, man, I wish I would have saved my money since I started working full time when I was 16. Now I'm 21 and been saving 2 years, and those 3 years of income would have been a big help now. Yo, Anthony, I promise you, that's just something that it was like almost like a lesson learned, man. I'm sorry, like, but yo, dude, your age at 4'3", man, I'm proud of you, B. You know what I'm saying? Handle yours, continue to do you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the tourists, then it. Bullhead, I was my own boss being see, damn. Shout out to you, man. Congratulations, you know what I'm saying? So all your hard work, here your flowers, here's a heart, you know what I'm saying? But yo, Anthony, you're doing the best you can right now, man. And I understand you. Your mind is like, yo, I could use that. You heard? Like, but the world it plays funny, you know what I'm saying? And they give money funny too. So but you be good, man. You doing an excellent job. I already could tell off your vibe and energy. You know what I'm saying? You cool peoples. But shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to stacking in general. A lot of folk don't live like that. People actually, yo, they tricked us. Yo, people actually thought. Remember when they tricked us? Was like, yo, that means you got money. Yeah, if you're a billionaire, not to somebody. Yo, you owe 80 grand on a car. Yo, they got 120 month. Yo, they wildin'. You paying 8 years for a vehicle that after five the warranty's done, and then and they not making these cars the way they are. A lot of these trucks are like, but you for real spent most of that money on my high school sweetheart, and look, now she was a figure this whole time. See, yo, and I'm so sorry for that one. I'm telling you, all men deal with that, and I can't. Yo, I don't like when people like, yeah, but yo, do you move on? Yo, is is something that you have to go through. You understand me? I can't. I could just tell you, yo, you're gonna be, at least you know at least you know her now. Then dragging it on more. You know what I'm saying? There's some men that marry women like that that they getting divorced now and their whole life is spun. So, at 21 or going on 22, I'm sorry, broken hearts, women don't know, man. Women don't know. When a man breaks his heart, that shit, it makes us very, that's why a lot of men are cold because, our sweetheart, that, look, when we give attention, dedicate time, money, that's a real thing for men. You know what I'm saying? And women just think that, oh, you just want the ussy, and it's like, nah, it's bigger than that. I was digging you, not thinking that you was gonna be cruel or this type of person. You know what I'm saying? So, women are very they know how to, they know how to like hide their true motives and intentions. You know what I'm saying? But not all of them though. I met somebody that, you know what I mean? That's it. This is my last ride. I'm hanging. I never had a jersey to begin with. I was always a relationship ball, but I'm hanging my shit up, man. And then you know how it goes. When you single, nobody want to say hi. As soon as you get a girl, all the women want to be like, hi, baby. Remember me? It's like, yo, no, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them soft. I'm disciplined enough. You know what I mean? And everything is communication. I communicate with my lady. I know both of us we're of age, so we're not playing games no more. But you just got to treat them, proper. And I know how it goes. I treat her proper, and she still fuck me over. It's like, yo, I don't know what's going on with the world, but people are just not being nice anymore. And I wish we tapped into love more, man, because love could carry over a whole nation. You know what I'm saying? We just got to focus on ourselves first and then, try to figure out and fuck the talk, the red flag, blue pill, like all this nonsense. Just find somebody that is on the same page as you and hopefully you guys live a long, full fulfilled life. Yo, Jay, at your age, that should mean zero, right? But as you progress and get older, your hormones look, all of this is biology, you know what I'm saying? It really is a science, but it's how you discipline yourself to not run rampant in the streets. First of all, STDs are wilding outside right now. So I am not playing. You know what I mean? And then the way, a lot of women, you have a kid with them, they just want child support. So it's like it's hard for men, it really is. But I'm not saying all women, they are women out there that are, amazing creatures. So, I'm one of the lucky ones, y'all. I'm gonna just be honest, you know what I'm saying? I'm man enough to be like, yep, I'm lucky as fuck. This woman is amazing. But yeah, you gotta find them, choose them, and if you find them, like as soon as I knew I felt her type of energy, I was like, yo, God willing, you know? And I'm not even gonna say so far so good. I know this is what I manifested. I know this is what exactly I should be. I'm a good guy. I'm not a bad person. Yes, I have anger issues. Yes, I'm a human being. Yes, you rub me wrong. I'm a wild out. But other than that, I'm cool peoples, man. You could smoke a L with me. I don't really like drinking, but I'm a conversationalist. We could talk about giants, UFOs, politics, religion, Ninja Turtles, Care Bears, whatever you I want to talk to, I try to engage. And if I don't know about it, teach me. I love information. I love learning. That's another thing we forgetting. Learn, y'all. you know. But I appreciate you. What up? What up, Pentius? I don't have a pick. What do you mean? I don't have a pick? This is me. This is Zay. This is Zay. And I don't do that little look. Look when I do the touch filter. Yeah, look at me looking like I'm 20 something, huh? Look at that. Me. Reality. But yeah, man. Yo, you know China random. Zay dollar. You know, China actually are trying to ban or they have banned filters because a lot of relationships, men were having, babies with women and the kid came out, not so good looking. And they're like, yo, what's going on? She's like, surgery, filtered, you didn't know? But yeah, shout out to the world, man. We're still doing good. We're still, as long as we still have this exchange rate with goods to, whatever it is, just try not to let's try not to go into Bitcoin. Let's try not to have subscriptions for everything like food. I think they're gonna subscription us on food, man. I said this in my last joint. For $40, you get a box of cereal, maybe some chicken thighs. But for 100, you could get the cutlets. You get the, you know what I'm saying? It's spooky. Let's just say it's spooky out here. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody rocking with the kid. We had a great conversation. I'm gonna do another like 5 more minutes, 3 more minutes till 50, and I'm out of here. The sun is killing me. But I'm gonna do another joint like at I think 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I'll do another joint. You know what I'm saying? So I hope everybody continues their day. Do what you gotta do. Shout out to everybody that popped in. Black, Anthony, Nene, Jason. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go down this list for real. Of course I said Black already. Jason, William, what up? Herbs. Herbs was a good one, man. Pentius. So shout out to everybody. Everybody that gave me thumbs up, subscribed, gave me love. Here's the love back. And I like I said, without y'all, they ain't me. I don't like these streamers thinking that they the shit from day one. Stop. Everybody shit stink. But yo, shout out to y'all, man. Give yourself flowers. Drink some water. Open that fridge after this and drink a little water, man. Just for me, just for Zay. Take a shot of water. I'm telling you, and it opens up your pores. You ever drink water and you feel like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on here? But yo, I appreciate everybody. This has been a great, great, great conversation. The veil's uplifting. I was playing my new game on my VR and I killed a mammoth. That's fire. And yo, let's talk about supposedly they know how to extract DNA from tusks. They want to bring the mammoth back. They did bring uh they called them what's the name of the wolf? There's a certain wolf that's like it been extinct. They used to ride with the Vikings, but they were big, dire wolves. They brought back a pack of dire wolves, yeah. Look it up. When they were babies, they looked like beasts. Their paws are like this. Dire, Dire, wolves. Look up dire wolves. They brought them motherfuckers back from extinction. I love that part of science. Bring back a mammoth. And they said a mammoth with his doodle and the way lifer, whatever, man. I drink Propel. That's what's up, Jay. That's exactly what the veil is slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? Slowly but surely. They not tricking us no more. We figuring a lot of they shit out, man. And it's a damn shame they were doing to good folk. Cause my parents were good folk. My parents were working, believed in the 9 to 5, bought into the fucking, the news was everything, bought into make sure you raise your kids right. They bought into all of that, man. And I'm not saying it was a bad thing, but damn, man, pay my parents back, yo. Y'all owe my parents a fucking check. You heard? Y'all be doing people dirty, man. IRS, this thing, that thing. You know what I'm saying? When 2008 09 hit, my portfolio, which wasn't that big at the time, but my mother's took a hit. It's like, can we live? Why everything got to be attached to something? The stocks go down, you get infected. No, that's you. Because I don't get paid from the stock when it gets better. Whatever, man. All that line BS that we were told. Yeah, we were sold the propaganda from for real, y'all. Y'all don't understand, man. And they treated us like kids. That's another thing. At least they letting y'all generation talk. We used to say something, they used to ignore us. They treated us like kids, man. We knew all of this. We were saying shit. We were like, yo, we don't like the workplace. We don't like we fought for shit. That's why unions were created. That's why a lot of shit were created in the the 70, 80 generations. But they didn't reward us properly. Remember, in the year 1999, 2001, yo, minimum wage was 7.25. Y'all crying now? Cry back then. 7.25, and rent was like 1,200. See, we didn't complain. We just bit it and just did what we had to do. That's the difference. But damn, shit was really tough, man. 7.25 an hour. Yeah, a lot of the produce, a lot of things were because shit was yo. At night they thought that they were safe, but dire wolves attacked them in the ice age. That's a fact, man. But shout out to dire wolf. Like I said, it's a beautiful thing. It's just wild to me. Science. It rings bells of Jurassic Park. I hope before I die, I see a velociraptor strolling down the block. But shout out to science, man. Like I said, I'm very a logical human being. So shout out to science and shout out to factual, actual. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I appreciate it, everybody. I'm hot as hell. Thank you. I'm a rock on later. Um, Everybody say bye. Bye, everybody. Y'all have a good one. I ain't gonna shut down till everybody say bye. Here's a heart. I appreciate everybody. Thanks for the support. Yo, I almost had 10 thumbs up. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for the love, y'all. I really mean it. I really mean it. Bye. Bye, everybody. Later, y'all. Later. We're gonna see each other again, y'all. Have a great one, man. Bye. Bye. Take care, everybody. Randoms, $8, $8. Later, y'all. Y'all have a good one, all right? Peace. Later, Jay. Peace. I knew it. I knew it. Y'all be good, all right?